API, Application Programming Interface, a set of protocols, routines, and tools for building software applications, which allows different software programs to communicate with each other. Availability zone, a distinct location within a cloud region that is engineered to be isolated from failures in other availability zones, offering high availability and redundancy. Bucket. In AWS, a bucket is a container for storing objects in Amazon S3. Each object is stored and retrieved using a unique developer-assigned key. Cloud computing, the delivery of computing services, including servers, storage, databases, networking, software, analytics, and intelligence, over the internet, the cloud, to offer faster innovation, flexible resources, and economies of scale. Docker, an open-source platform for developing, shipping, and running applications in containers, which allows applications to run in isolated environments. Elastic Compute Cloud, EC2, a web service that provides resizable compute capacity in the cloud, making web-scale cloud computing easier for developers. FaaS, Function as a Service, a cloud computing service that allows you to execute code in response to events without the complexity of building and maintaining the infrastructure typically associated with developing and launching an app. Gateway, a node that connects two networks using different protocols together. In cloud services, it often refers to services that enable cloud resources to connect to other resources. HTTP/HTTPS, Hypertext Transfer Protocol/secure, the foundation of data communication for the World Wide Web. HTTPS is the secure version of HTTP using encryption. IAM, Identity and Access Management, a framework of policies and technologies for ensuring that the proper people in an enterprise have the appropriate access to technology resources. JSON, JavaScript object notation, a lightweight data interchange format that is easy for humans to read and write and easy for machines to parse and generate. Kubernetes, an open-source platform for automating deployment, scaling, and operations of application containers across clusters of hosts. Lambda, AWS Lambda, a compute service that lets you run code without provisioning or managing servers, executing code only when needed and scaling automatically. Microservices, an architectural style that structures an application as a collection of small, autonomous services modeled around a business domain. Node. In the context of Kubernetes, a node is a worker machine in Kubernetes, previously known as a minion. A node may be a VM or physical machine, depending on the cluster. Object storage, a storage architecture that manages data as objects, as opposed to other storage architectures like file systems which manage data as a file hierarchy. Pods, the smallest deployable units of computing that can be created and managed in Kubernetes, consisting of one or more containers that share storage and network. Query language, a computer language used to make queries into databases and information systems. Within cloud services, specific query languages may be used to retrieve data from cloud-based databases. Region, a physical location in the world where cloud providers cluster data centers. Each AWS region consists of multiple, isolated, and physically separate AZs within a geographic area. S3, simple storage service, an object storage service that offers industry-leading scalability, data availability, security, and performance. Terraform, an open-source infrastructure as code software tool that provides a consistent CLI workflow to manage hundreds of cloud services. Terraform codifies cloud APIs into declarative configuration files. Uptime, the measure of the time a computer system has been up and running, indicating the reliability and stability of a computing environment. VPC, Virtual Private Cloud, a service that allows you to launch AWS resources in a logically isolated virtual network that you define. Web services, any service made available over the internet that enables communication between different systems or devices through standardized XML or JSON messages. XML, Extensible Markup Language, a markup language that defines a set of rules for encoding documents in a format that is both human readable and machine readable.